Hey, what's up, everybody? Mr. Dan here, and my special guest, Mike from Mike's DVD and Blu-ray collection. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, how's it going? Good, man.
All right, this turned out to
Yeah.
be a real Western Wednesday. I had a video that I put out this morning where I reviewed and ranked the Magnificent Seven sequels. The funny thing is, Jeff from 101 Bronson just finished up the last one today. And he had a video today, an unboxing of a great Sergio Corbucci film. Mike and I were just talking about it backstage. Mike picked it up as well. The Great Silence. And now here we are tonight. The topic is we came up with a list of 5 underseen or underappreciated, lesser known Westerns. Now, for me, I mean, it's hard to come up with a definitive list. There's so many. I could change it again next month. I changed it like 3 times today.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. Pretty much, we're probably not going to mention a John Wayne film, a Jimmy Stewart film, a Clint Eastwood film. We're going to go a little more obscure. I've got some that have some kind of mainstream connections, including a sequel. But, you know, for today's modern audiences, you know, I think they're still going to be pretty obscure. So we'll get it going. Let's just take a look at the comments. I know Jim was in. Oh, yeah, Jim says Friday the 13th. Oh, wait, that's not a Western. No. I think we might need to, maybe we should get Jason back in the Old West. I mean, that would liven things up a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Alucard and I watched, we watch an El Santo movie every Christmas, every December. So I picked the one, the Riders of the West. No, Terror. Anyway, I think it's Terror of the West or something. It's a Western, but it's with El Santo. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I watched that one that you did the other day, and it's like, man, these are pretty good. I've seen.
Well, that one was good too. Ladrone de Cadaveras. That's like almost like one of the movies that set up the idea before El Santo got it on the action. Yeah, that was pretty good. Cool. Jeff says, "Oh God, where to start? How about every spaghetti western not directed by Sergio Leone? As much as I love Corbucci and as much as Django is a cult film, even his films are still not as well known. No. And people have vague ideas. Even I didn't really know, like with all the Django titles, until I was listening to one of Jeff's streams where he pretty much said there's the one official sequel and then the other ones. I did pick up Django the Bastard, and I watched that. I did enjoy that. I forget who's Django in that one, but Jeff was right, because I went back and watched his stream. The guy's does get a little heavy on the eyeshadow there, but
yeah,
that's a good one. Yeah,
it's good.
That was a good one. And I almost picked a Sergio Corbucci movie. I almost picked Minnesota Clay, but I changed my mind at the last minute. I wanted to have them all, even though what I'm going to show you guys, I've got some compilations here. You're not going to be able to see much anyway. But anyway, Jeff says, howdy, fellow cowpokes. Jim says, hey, Jeff, how you doing, buddy? It's colder than a witch's titty here. Yep. It's colder than my ex-wife. That's pretty fucking cold. Yep. Well, we're not in Kamchatka. That's one consolation, I guess. No more snow for the Dutch, it seems. Okay, yeah. I was actually kind of hoping maybe we would get a little bit more just to lay on top of what we had so we can get another sledding weekend in. Guess we did enjoy that, but we'll see. All right. Before we get into that, folks, Mike had told me in one of his videos, sort of haul videos, he mentioned a movie called Swamp Water. And that night, I found it, I think, on Tubi, and I watched it, and I was blown away by it. So we're just going to talk about this movie first, and then I'm going to throw out some breaking news about a Western that's, semi-breaking news about a Western that's in development that looks pretty promising, and then we're going to get to it. So, yeah, that movie Swamp Water, and I don't have any information with me, unfortunately, but you had Ward Bond in that.
Walter Brennan.
Walter Brennan. He was the criminal hiding out in the swamp. And then the main guy was...
Dana Andrews.
Dana Andrews, okay.
Yeah, and then even Walter Houston was in it.
Yeah, right. Yep. And what I like about this movie is it just seemed like very authentic. You know what I mean? Like everybody knew each other. They had their own insular sort of lifestyle, on the fringes of the swamp. Because you can't go deep into the Okefenokee because you'll never come out. Yeah.
No.
You think? it's the size of New Jersey, so you can't really.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was gonna say they supposedly really filmed it down there around the swamp area,
Yeah.
and it's actually filmed by the French director Jean Renoir. Renoir, I always miss his last name up.
Oh, Renoir. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is like the first movie he did when he came over.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood called, and he came. World War II was getting ready to bust out because this came out in '41, and he was having trouble kind of getting along with the way Hollywood makes movies compared to the French and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but they got through it, and it looks like it turned out pretty good, and I think so.
I think it does too. I mean, it does look very authentic. I don't really know how authentic swamp people talk, but it sounded sounded pretty good to me, and it was just like a look into a whole different world. Pretty much. They all had little grudges and things, and Ward Bond was kind of a jerk. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. He did that a lot in his early roles.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool because it was kind of like cut off, because I'm not sure when it takes place, but it's kind of cut off from, like you said, from society, and had its own Frenchy atmosphere, community that they had going on, and it was cool, and it just had so much atmosphere, black and white. It's eerie, it's kind of an eerie movie at times. I mean, even the cover to this
cover,
it's kind of cool. It's got and that's one of the big memorable scenes, is this cross with the skull on it.
Yeah.
At some point that shows up. And
because I think that's pretty much, you're not really supposed to go beyond that. Walter Brennan's been on the run, and he knows how to live out there, and he gains the trust of Dana Andrews. And meanwhile, his daughter's still back in town and not really being treated very well. And it's kind of like a love triangle.
Yeah.
Maybe even overlapping love triangles, but it really all works out in the end. And that one, there's a death in this that is pretty gruesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not surprising, involving the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times in these movies,
I think like Walter Brennan's like hiding out, and pretty much people come after him. He basically kills him and just puts him down in the swamp, and the alligators get him.
Yep.
He was about to kill Dana Andrews.
Yeah.
And he discovered him. He was like, "Hey, don't kill me. I want to live with you. I want to learn something." So they hung out.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I mean,
but even all the way up to the end, he was still a little bit paranoid. You know what I mean? He was still, because he was going to bring him in, and they had some evidence that maybe he wasn't guilty. I don't want to give everything away, but he was right to the end. He was like, had that, that kind of swamp fever, I guess you would say. Like, he was just it was a good role. Everybody, all the characters were really good in that. Yeah,
it's really cool, because this is like an early role for Dana Andrews.
It's
just started. He would go on to do a lot of cool film noir and stuff like that, westerns even. Yeah,
this is like I don't know, swamp noir. I don't even know what this movie is. It's just drama, crime. It really is interesting.
Yeah, that's weird. That's what I was going to say, where I heard about it, because I was watching a podcast with Eddie Muller, who does a lot of film noir stuff on TCM, and he mentioned it, and I looked it up, and I'm thinking, well, this isn't necessarily looks like a film noir, but I think what he was talking about was some of the way it was filmed, the lighting, the darkness, the elements, similar to a film noir, or maybe it was a kind of an early kind of a example. It was kind of not really, but maybe, I don't know. It was weird how he explained it, but I'm glad he did, because I checked it out and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I know he had like he did Cash on Demand, which is a Hammer crime film with Peter Cushing, and he's kind of, sometimes if it's like not pure noir, he kind of explains his reasoning, and for showing it and everything. And I think Swamp Water, there's enough there that I could see, people calling it a noir film, or I certainly, on Tubi, after that, all these other noir movies started popping up after I watched Swamp Water. So that's what, Tubi thought it was. I watched, and I watched one with Hugh Beaumont. I was like, Hugh Beaumont, and it was actually pretty good. It was an hour long, and then but it turned out to be 2 half-hour stories that weren't connected.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I've seen him in like quite a few film noirs where he just kind of pops up in it. And it's like, wow, that's Ward Cleaver.
Yeah.
And he plays it pretty much straight laced, like
he's pretty good. He reminds me of Fred McMurray a little bit, like what I mean. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He was definitely pretty good. Yeah, but Swamp Water, guys, check it out. I'm guessing you haven't seen it out there, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It really is pretty engaging. It's a solid.
Well, it's online, and this is a Twilight Time Blu-ray that's out in print. But yeah, it's online. I would look for it online first.
Yeah,
it's kind of getting expensive now that it's out of print. So.
Yeah. That's something, It's the kind of thing that, you start filing away these movies, and then I don't really go to thrift stores or anything. I keep saying I got to start, because you see these videos where people find gold essentially, but if you were to catch that somewhere like at the thrift store, that's one you would definitely grab, for sure. Yeah. All right. And then I stumbled upon some news today. I thought I'd just discuss it with Mike real quick. Are you a big Louis L'Amour guy, or?
Well, yeah, I'm kind of familiar with the short stories, and just a lot of his books have been turned into westerns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I picked up, there was a Barnes & Nobles in Philly that went out of business, and my daughter and I went over there, and I picked up a couple of these. And man, like each one of these has dozens of stories. I mean, dozens. And this is volume 7. I mean, that guy, he wrote a lot.
Yeah, he's very prolific, man.
Yeah,
so many of his books.
Yeah, and I looked up today because I've been trying to pick up all the Lonesome Dove movies. I've got Comanche Moon, and I've got the Sacketts. And I remember seeing one of the prequels on cable years ago, so I kind of now I know which ones to look for. But yeah, I'm interested in those. But apparently, Josh Holloway, who used to be on Lost, and I guess he's on. Yeah, I guess he was on Yellowstone for a bit. I haven't watched Yellowstone at all. He apparently got interested in a Louis L'Amour book called Flint, like 20 years ago, and he actually contacted Louis L'Amour's son, and they kind of became friendly. So they've been talking about doing this for like 20 years. And initially, Beau L'Amour was like, "You're too young," but he was busy doing Lost and all this stuff. So now he's about right for it. So apparently this is going to go into production pretty soon.
Oh, wow.
So any thoughts on Josh Holloway in a Western? It seems like he would be pretty good for the genre to me.
Yeah, I can't remember him totally, but I'm kind of familiar with him. But yeah, I mean, hey, it should be a good story. I mean, if he's that passionate about it, going back 20 years, maybe they won't mess it up or change it too much,
Yeah. And it looks like Beau administers all the, he's in charge of the intellectual property of his dad. So I'm sure he's going to, it's not going to be like a slapdash thing. Yeah, apparently he does like podcasts and stuff. I stumbled onto a website today. It's affiliated with a magazine, Cowboys and Indians, that comes out 6 times a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not familiar with that at all, but they have podcasts and things. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Lonesome Dove, I've been trying to get through it. I watched it once a long time ago, and I'm still trying to get through it again because it's kind of long. And then I got a DVD set that's got those sequels and prequels on there. There's like 4 other ones on there.
Yeah,
which are pretty cool.
Yeah, I see Wes Studi is playing in the one, Comanche Moon. I don't know if he plays Buffalo Hump, I forget, but I know the one prequel I watched, Eric Schweig from Last of the Mohicans, was Buffalo Hump. He was like pretty terrifying in that, That's back. I think that may have been a TNT. Those were TNT movies, right? I think.
Yeah, originally, no, actually, Lonesome Dove appeared on CBS.
Oh, did it? Oh, okay.
As a miniseries, yeah. Actually, now that before we get in there, me and my wife watched this over the weekend. Hostels,
okay.
With that's got Wes Studi in it.
Oh, it does. Okay.
And Christian Bale, and we really liked it.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, this is really cool.
Yeah, I definitely got to check that out.
Yeah, and I found this 4K one time. I got the 4K Blu-ray. I got it for like $5. Somebody was like just giving it away, basically. I was like, oh
yeah. definitely. I mean, that's not bad at all. I've got. I still have to watch the 310 Yuma remake. I've got a couple that I just haven't seen. I've got Open Range. I've never seen it.
Oh man, both of those are great.
Yeah, I got to get on it. But this week I've been pretty much watching the sequels of The Magnificent Seven and a lot of obscure ones. I watched Powder River with Cameron Mitchell, and I think it was Rory Calhoun. I like him. He's really good.
Yeah, I'm getting into him too.
Yeah, very good. But I decided to go with things that I have the physical copies of. And I'm sorry, I've got my phone here. And of course, now that we're doing the stream, my daughter's sending me pictures of my granddaughter. So you might hear some binging, guys. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
But yeah, you want? Let's get into it. You ready to go first?
Yeah, you can go. Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, if you want. Go ahead.
Let's see here. I had some notes. I'm not like
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't scroll the comments down. Let me. While Mike's doing that, we were supposed to get another couple of inches tonight. That's what she said. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they say it's done for now, but you can never be sure as winners in the Netherlands from past experiences. Yeah. Love the shirt, Dan. All you need is a 10-gallon hat and a guitar. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get something. You want to see a hat? Hold on a second. Where is this thing? Oh, man.
I've never really been into the 10-gallon hat, but those are like from those early Westerns you would see.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm looking for. Hold on a second. Where is
those gigantic little hats?
Oh, I can't find it. I've got some cereals, and it's not with all the other cereals, but the Phantom Rider. I forget what the guy's name is. He's got this just enormous hat.
Yeah, it's huge, man.
And it was fun, I mean, for what it was. Can't wait for. There's a thing. Oh, can't wait to hear the choices. Oh, okay, Anthony is in the chat. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
That's a great shirt. Thanks, Jeff. You guys are saying hi to each other. Oh, Patrick's in the chat. Draw, Patrick says. Anthony Steffen for Django the Bastard. Yeah, he's done a ton of them. Yep. It's a pretty good one. Apparently, it was the inspiration for High Plains Drifter. Yeah, I could see that. There was a couple of scenes where, like, he was there and people turned around and he just wasn't there. I mean,
yeah.
Whereas in High Plains Drifter, you had to get all the way pretty much to the end, even though, there were some hints. But
they're both good. Kind of what you call it, supernatural type westerns.
Yeah. I love that one line at the end of High Plains Drifter when Clint just says, "I don't even know your name." And he's, "Yes, you do." And pans down to the thing, and it's like spooky. You know what I mean?
I love that one.
Yeah, the look on the guy's, the guy's face is just like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. Well, with the ones that I got now, I had to cheat. I had to put one John Wayne in there, but it's a John Wayne that I don't think a lot of people talk about very much, and you may have heard me talk about it before. I'll get to that later, though. But first off, this is a movie with Marlon Brando, and there's a couple of his westerns that they talk about a lot, but this one I don't hear much about, and it's called the Appaloosa. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And it's really good. It's got John Saxon in it, and he's really good. And actually, John Saxon, I think later on in his career, said it was one of his favorite movies that he did.
Okay.
And basically, Brando's coming back from war, and he's got this horse, and I think he goes over to Mexico. He's wanting to settle down, basically, and somehow or another he pisses off John Saxon, who's kind of he's a bandit, and basically he's like, "Give me your horse," and he's like, "No, I don't want to give you my horse," and it comes down to this battle for that horse, and in the meantime he falls in love with I think it's his wife or something, and she starts to see how sadistic he is and everything, and it's really good. It's I don't know, it's from 1966, and sometimes it's just kind of forgot about in his career, because he did the Missouri Breaks, and he did
One-Eyed Jacks, right?
One-Eyed Jacks, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, the Appaloosa, and then this is the Kino
Okay.
Blu-ray. And,
okay.
It may still be available. I've had this forever.
Yeah, I'm almost surprised I haven't picked that one up, to be honest with you, when I'm perusing the Kino sales.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I wanted,
so.
yeah, I wanted to keep them. I could have went really deep. I think I do have some other ones I wanted to show you later, but I wanted to keep them kind of on the fringe of maybe I've heard of it, maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
So yeah, there.
All right. And I'm gonna shoot all. I'm gonna get caught up real quick here, guys. I might summarize some of these comments, but Jim watched Tin Star, which actually does have Betsy Palmer, Jason's mother. How about that? That's one I've not seen, Jim. Yeah, I haven't seen it either, but Jeff heard good things from Carlos. Yeah. Patrick agrees it's an unsung classic. Lee Van Cleef is in it. Oh, that's always good.
Yeah. It's a good Arrow release of it.
Man, Van Cleef really was in a lot of Westerns early in his career.
Oh, yeah.
Just a lot. Yeah, I can't think of the title, but I had one I considered.
And film noirs. He'd pop up in film noirs as bad, the bad henchmen and stuff like that.
Kansas City Confidential. Yeah. Yeah. That was really awesome seeing him that. Jim saw a crazy Western comedy called The Waterhole, starring James Coburn, Carol O'Connor, and Bruce Dern. Very entertaining with some inappropriate jokes, though. Yeah, I guess because that's the time. I never heard of that one.
I haven't either.
Yeah, Western comedies. There were some weird ones back in the day. There was a period of time where, like in the 70s, where they made some like artsy type Westerns. Like with that one, The Crooked Man, I think, with Henry Fonda and Kirk Douglas.
Oh yeah, there was a Crooked Man.
There was a Crooked. I asked my dad about that. I was like, Dad, what's the deal with this movie? I never heard of it. And he's like, he goes, they tried to sell that as like an art movie, and
art and probably Italian Western too, because that was kind of the flavor of the day. It was coming over to the U.S. by then, after the Dollars movies and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But it's good. It's got what is it, Kirk Douglas in it too, I think.
Kirk Douglas,
Henry
Fonda it's like a battle of wills between them, but I think it's got a lot of other good supporting cast members too.
Oh yeah.
Patrick says, what about Kenny Rogers as Brady Hawks? I want to watch all the Kenny Rogers movies. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah. The first couple Gambler movies are actually pretty good.
I know. Just for the cameos, it's going to be awesome to see. Everybody pop up.
Yeah.
Jeff says it was directed by Michael Winner. Greatest of all time, says Patrick. Did he know when to hold him? Did he know when to fold him? Did he know when to walk away and when to run? He probably did. Jeff says loves James Coburn, so that's another one I'll add to the list. Despite not being a big fan of the comedies. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that. And I one of my favorite Coburn movies is actually the Internecine Project. That's a nifty little thriller. Yeah, it's usually on streaming. Kind of dated as far as the technology, but that's fine because it's set when it was set. But yeah, Coburn is really good in that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just zoom through. Oh, Professor Macabro's here. Greetings and salutations. Hey, Professor, we're talking about Westerns. Yeehaw. The Professor has moseyed up. I'll check out Swamp Thing. Swamp Water, Jeff. Swamp Water. Swamp Thing is good, but...
oh yeah, it's real good.
Swamp Water. Swamp Thing, you make my heart sing. All right, Jim is just rhyming away. The Sackets is awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching all those. Tom Selleck has done a few Lamore movies. Yeah, I like Tom Selleck in Westerns. Kenny says, good evening, boys. Josh Holloway and Aaron Eckhart will be good in Westerns. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Jim says, Carlos sent me a bunch of Westerns last week. Yeah, including that Richard Crenna one called A Man Called Noon, which is based on a Louis L'Amour. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was a Louis L'Amour. The funny thing is, the day before Jim showed that, I stumbled on it. I'd never heard of it before, and I watched the first 10 minutes, and I realized it's too late at night. I'm going to fall asleep, so
I've done that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Professor, they missed their opportunity in casting Hugh Jackman in a spaghetti Western style movie. Yeah. He looked kind of like Eastwood for a few years. Now he looks too old. Yeah, he could play like the Walter Brennan character, I guess.
Yep. what's the movie where he plays Helsing, the vampire hunter, where he's almost like an Old West character with his hat and he's hunting the vampire.
Oh, I think it's just called Helsing. Van Helsing. It's called Van Helsing. Yeah.
Yeah, Van Helsing, which kind of, but he's hunting them down, you know.
Yeah, Larry McMurtry has a real gift with words, says Patrick. Yep, and I'm going to have a movie from an author that is also known as being really good with dialogue coming up soon. Open Range and 310 of You are both awesome movies. Okay. I might have to skip Dan has to go as Woody with his grandkids next Halloween. Hey, if they want to, whatever they pretty much decide for costumes, I'm down. I won't really have a choice, but will they be out of their princess phase next Halloween? Probably not. James Garner, support your local gunfighter. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hold that thought, Kenny. I got an interesting James Garner movie coming up. And Patrick says the 10 Heck Ramsey episodes with Richard Boone. Oh, I didn't know Richard Boone was in Heck Ramsey. Okay, cool. All right. My first one. Yeah, I mentioned it this morning. I went back and I really don't have a picture to show you because it's and this might be one of my most mainstream ones because it's a sequel to one of the greatest Westerns of all time, The Magnificent Seven. It's from out of this Magnificent Seven set. Having said that, I think a lot of people hold the first one in such high regard that they just, even fans like Jeff and I, because Jeff just watched them all this week too, you just haven't watched them. It's kind of the same way it took me decades to bring myself to watch The Fly too, because it's not going to be as good as The Fly. It's just, Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I did watch all three one day after another, and I'm going to go with the second sequel, The Guns of the Magnificent Seven with George Kennedy. I really like that one. I think that one was really well done. It was similar. It was a Magnificent Seven movie, but it was also kind of its own thing. And you also had a great villain with Michael Ansara as the Mexican Colonel Diego. Mm-hmm. Just a lot of fun. Bernie Casey and Joe Don Baker were great in it. It just, all the characters registered. You know what I mean? They all I felt the presence of all of them. So I thought it was really good. That's my favorite, hands down, of the sequels. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're almost like their own movies. That's the way I kind of look at them, because you got George Kennedy, Lee Van Cleef is in one, and Yul Brynner is in one. No, Yul Brynner comes back, and then it's George Kennedy, and then the last one is Lee Van Cleef. Yeah. Yeah. And they're all, I think they're all pretty good. They all offer something. I mean, they got compelling leads, I guess you could say. Yeah. With and stuff. So Kennedy, Van Cleef, Van Cleef kind of reminds me more of Yul Brynner than George Kennedy. But once the movie started, I mean, I thought he did a great job. I was totally invested in it in the first 10 minutes. Whereas with the third one, I was like, where's this plot going? I didn't like that one as much, but I still enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah, George Kennedy, he's I guess he's really underrated because he can do comedy well, he can do action, he can do all kinds of stuff. He's been in all kinds of different types. Yeah, I mean, obviously he was coming off of Cool Hand Luke, so that on the poster it said George Kennedy, Oscar winner for Cool Hand Luke. They were really pushing that. Obviously that was a great role. And I think he's great in oh my gosh. Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He plays that guy named Red. He's just crazy, man. He's trying to just he's a nut. Scary. Yeah. But then they have to get regular jobs while they're waiting for the heist, and he's got this uniform that's up to here, and he's got a kid bugging him for ice cream. he just throws it at him or something. He goes, "Hey kid." Hilarious. Yeah, it's like, "One more thing, kid." He's like, "Go fuck a duck." Yeah. Oh, Kennedy was funny, man. Yeah, he was good. That's a good one. I guess it's underrated, but everybody's good in it. Jeff Bridges is good, and of course Clint Eastwood's good in it. Yep. Jeff says the sequels turned out better than average for the most part. I would say that too, compared to a lot of sequels for well-known movies. The 7 sequels did turn out better than average. Jim mentioned that heartbreaking scene in The Fly 2 with the dog. Yeah, that's rough to watch. Kennedy was one of those actors. Jim says that he could watch in anything. Yep. And he was in some crap movies. Sure. Some slasher movies and things like that. But he was always good. Eiger Sanction. I really need to rewatch that one. definitely.
Yeah.
And
about that one.
Yeah, and even in the Dirty Dozen, his character is he's such a big burly guy. He's almost like meek. You know what I mean? Like, excuse me, General. You know what I mean? He's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
he can do all kinds of different.
Yeah, exactly. Lee Van Cleef playing a character originally played by Brenner is interesting. Yul Brenner with his Sabata films that happened too, but the other way around. Oh yeah, okay. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Lee Van Cleef played the first and Brenner to the subsequent one. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And he has so much fun in the Naked Gun with the. Oh yeah, those he was. Oh, yeah. He was perfect in that.
Yeah. All right. Well, Dan, if you haven't seen the Sabata movies, you might like those.
I watched the first one. I have seen the first one. Maybe even another one. I'm not sure. I got this Sabata. I got the first one from Kino, so I did. Yeah, that was good. I did enjoy it. Movie Tramp. Hey, how are you? Hi guys. Hope you're having a good night. We are. We're talking about underappreciated westerns. All right, you want to go with your next pick, Mike?
Sure. Now this is I've watched mine from this Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray that came out. I want to say last year or the year before, and this is a 1968. 68. I think it is. 68 movie called Five Card Stud.
Okay.
With Dean Martin. It's got Dean Martin, Robert Mitchum. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's my previous version I had of it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I just upgraded. And,
okay.
It's got a good role by actually what's his name? I think his name.
Roddy McDowell?
Yaphet
Kotto, yeah.
Yeah, he's in it, and he's pretty good.
Yeah, so it turns out to be a pretty sizable role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is done by the same director, same writer that did whatchamacallit, John Wayne movie, True Grit.
Okay.
And kind of a similar team did this one.
Yeah.
I think this was before. I always get it mixed up. It's before True Grit, I think.
This is 68, and I don't recall when True Grit.
I think True Grit's 69. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a movie after that one called Shootout with Gregory Peck that's done by the same team. So they all kind of have. They're not trilogy. They're not like related, but they're all by Paramount. Henry Hathaway, director and writer and everything. So, but this one's pretty good, and this release is good. And you know, Dean Martin did a series of westerns in the mid to late 60s, early 70s, and he's pretty good. Some of them are better than others, but he gets to sing the theme song, and I think it's pretty cool. It's a movie you wouldn't think you would enjoy exactly, but it comes off pretty good. And I didn't want to keep it too obscure, but But it's not a movie I run across a lot,
No.
And stuff. So
no, but it's kind of like a mystery.
It's got this mystery. Now Roddy McDowell's in it. Now he at times he kind of annoys me just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I went back and forth on that, but then I started thinking, like, you know what? I mean, we have these stereotypical images of what people in the Old West were like, and they probably had annoying guys like Roddy McDowell.
Yeah, I mean, some of the time he was believable, but some of the time he wasn't.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there because of Yaphet Kotto is really good, and then Dean Martin and Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum's getting to play this deranged preacher type again, like he did in The Night of the Hunter. And it's good. It's got some good shootouts and like you said, it is like a little mystery and stuff.
Yeah, it's mostly like within that town. It's almost like they're not out. It's not like typical Western type stuff where it's like cattle rustling and things like that. It's somebody with a grudge 86ing people. I mean, it's pretty...
yeah, pretty much. That's what I liked about it. It's kind of different in that aspect. So that's cool.
Jim says Roddy McDowell's an icon, and he will not hear any negative words about the man, or fisticuffs will be thrown. Oh, watch out!
I'm just Yeah, I'm torn with him sometimes.
Yeah, no, Roddy McDowall. Most of the time, I think he was really well cast, even in lesser known films and lower budget films. He was in a movie called It, though, and apparently him and his female co-star weren't too fond of it. They were at a premiere or something, and she took a magic marker and put SH in front of the I. Oh man! Guys, I'm sorry, I may have missed some comments, but Kenny just watched The Westerner with Gary Cooper on YouTube. Yeah, love some Gary Cooper. Yeah, the West didn't have awful music like Keoma. Yeah, they didn't have like that, whatever that kind of music was. Yeah, that's one thing I'm sure they didn't have. By the way, make sure you guys check out Movie Tramp's channel. I know everybody else probably knows each other and is subscribed to each other, but check out Movie Tramp's channel. He's got some good hauls, good charity shop visits, and movie reviews. So make sure you check out his channel.
Yeah, he's got a good channel.
Roddy McDowall made a great devil. Oh, what movie was he a devil in?
Oh man, I want to say it has to be a comedy, but
yeah, I don't know. I know he was probably like half the budget of the movie Laser Blast. Probably went to his salary, right?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently I heard he was like a big movie fan, and he would invite people up to his mansion once a weekend, and they would watch like a big movie. He would spin a 35 millimeter or something, and they would have a little party and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
He really loved movies, and he was
yeah. Oh, he must have loved the doing the Peter Vincent role for Fright Night then, you know.
Oh yeah, that's still my favorite of all his movies.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Perfect.
Yeah. The timing of it was great because I knew who he was from so many movies, and you know, I grew up watching horror hosts and stuff, so that was so much fun.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so it's my turn, right? Okay. I'm gonna go with my second pick. Is going to be one of two movies on this 4-movie Most Wanted Westerns collection, and it's not going to be The Man from Laramie, because that has Jimmy Stewart. It's not going to be McKenna's Gold, because that was not good. To be quite honest with you,
I didn't like it myself. I'm sorry. I hate it.
Right, look, I could put up with some dated special effects, but it was clunky. It was hard to watch.
It was. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and a great cast, but it's just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, phenomenal cast. Just kind of wasted. But I'm going with, speaking of James Garner, A Man Called Sledge. I'm going to take it out of here.
Yeah.
There you go, Jeff. A Man Called Sledge with Dennis Weaver and Claude Akins and James Garner, and directed by Vic Morrow. I didn't know he directed films.
Yeah, I think that's his only movie he got to direct, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe the rest was TV. I know he had some credits. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
This one starts out with Garner and one of his cohorts robbing somebody, and there's an accidental death, which is kind of realistic. And then you're like, wait a minute, James Garner's not the good guy. What's going on here? And then you find out he's linked up with a bunch of other guys. There's sort of this loose Confederate, gang. And then he gets some inside information that there's some gold being kept in a prison of all places. So he wants to get into the prison to get the gold. There's an old timer that he sort of starts talking to that has been in the prison, and they go to scope everything out, and they have a plan. And it was just really interesting to see Garner and Dennis Weaver play these roles. Dennis Weaver, Duel is one of my all-time favorite movies. He's such a sympathetic character in that. To see him, being the bad guy, so to speak, or it's one of these movies where you're it's through the perspective of this criminal gang, so you're kind of rooting for him, But I never heard of it before this. I got this 4-pack here, but I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it's a good one. Actually, Carlos in a trade package got me a German edition of that, and it's a good one. I like it. Vic Morrow, pretty solid. I wish he would have made more movies.
Yeah.
More movies, but, it's got a good cast, and actually, like you said, him taking the role of maybe not so good character this time, Garner that time. But yeah, it's good. It's a solid one, and it's like, wow, I've never heard of this.
Right, exactly. And climax is pretty nuts. I mean, explosions, escape prisoners, just all kinds of crazy stuff going on. I just kept thinking, if I was in that situation, I would probably shoot somebody by accident because it was just so chaotic. Like,
Yeah.
And it was really pretty good. I think that's the one where, and when these guys are like, they when their own gang members buy it, a lot of them are just like, oh well, the one guy, somebody gets killed, but he doesn't get shot out of the saddle, and he's just like slumped in the saddle. And Claude Akins is like, just kill him already, even though they were friendly, he just wants them out of his misery. It was different, I guess was what I'm trying to say, but I liked it. Dennis Weaver, I knew that he was on Gunsmoke, but as we talked about the other day, never seen any Gunsmoke episodes.
Oh my God, man, I'm like a nut about Gunsmoke right now, and my wife, actually, I got her into it, believe it or not. And he plays that character Chester on Gunsmoke, and he's really good. He's a really good show, man. I think you'll get into it. You start watching it. Some real dark episodes, and it doesn't always end happily. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, right. He was really well-rounded actor. I mean, he was good, for sure. Jim had to take off. See you, Jim. Take care. All right, Mike, what do you got next?
Next up, this was probably the rarest one of them all. I'd never heard of this, even though it's got a great cast. It's very well directed. I'm pretty sure this is the only way you can watch it on physical media. This is a Warner Archive DVD. 1973's The Man Who Loved Cat Dancing.
Oh, okay.
And it's got Burt Reynolds in it. He's the lead. Great cast. It's got Bo Hopkins. Jack Warden plays a real dirty fucker. I just have to say that. Usually he's a good guy. Lee J. Cobb, Sarah Miles kind of plays the female lead. Did I say George Hamilton? Yeah, George Hamilton is in this. Really good. It's got a lot of those supporting actors that you're like, oh, I know that guy. But yeah, it's really good. They're basically, it opens up, they're robbing a train. Burt Reynolds is this is after Civil War ended, and he's been up to robbing. He's got a gang. Bo Hopkins and all of them are in the gang. George Hamilton is actually Sarah Miles' husband, but everybody else is in the gang. Lee J. Cobb is actually hunting them down. But basically, this robbery goes slightly wrong, and they end up with Sarah Miles, her tagging along with them. So they end up taking off. They're trying to outrun the feds, the marshals, and then they have George Hamilton on their trail now too, trying to get his wife back. But his wife kind of ran away. It kind of reminds you a little bit of The Professionals, if you've seen The Professionals.
Okay, yeah, it's been a while. I think that's a good one.
But yeah, it's really good, and I mean, yeah, it's got kind of a funny name, The Man Who Loved Cat Dancing. But you find out who cat dancing is. It's got kind of a Native American connection in there, and basically, it's really good. I mean, you get into it, and the supporting cast is really good, and basically. Burt Reynolds, he's really good. And now this is 73. He was about to get even bigger with he was about to go, but it's just not a movie you ever hear about. You never hear about this one. And it's real good. It's got a good score by John Williams and stuff before Jaws and everything. So
that's funny. I've got one. I'm not going to show, not my next one, but it's got a very similar cover. That's really weird.
Yeah, that's weird, but I mean, I don't want to give every little part away because you might not, but it's really good. And Sarah Miles is really good, and Burt Reynolds, they gel really well.
Okay.
So it's overall, man, it's good. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones you like. Wow, like when I watched it, I was like, man, I really like this. Why haven't I never heard of this before?
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm definitely interested in like anybody like Burt Reynolds that, you know, has made any Westerns that I missed. I'm definitely interested in going back and checking them out. And, you know, I know Jeff agrees with me, and we disagree with Burt about Navajo Joe. I mean, I really like Navajo Joe. I thought it was
I like Navajo Joe. But he did 2 other ones that I probably could have pulled those out. One called Sam Whiskey.
Okay.
Is one. And, of course, you probably heard of 100 Rifles. That's another one of his Westerns. But, yeah, pretty good stuff.
Okay. Wow. Kenny says we got to read the IMDb page about Sarah Miles's manager being killed during the making of the movie. Huh.
Okay. I didn't know.
Oh, wait a minute. Did Burt fall under suspicion for that? I think I've heard that rumor. If this is the situation I'm talking about.
No, I think that might be 100 Rifles.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Don't quote me, but I don't know if it's this one though.
Okay. Yeah. Every once in a while you stumble upon something on IMDb and it's like crazy. Like even that guy I was trying to show you before that was in that Phantom Rider with the giant 10-gallon hat. He died in this insane fire in a ballroom in New York City that killed like 1,000 people. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Heard of it before.
It was 1942, and legend has it that he went back in to save some people, and he got
really? Yeah.
And God, his name escapes me right now.
Yeah, I'm so mad that I don't have it right there.
Yeah, I should know this, but anyways, it was the a famous nightclub. In LA, or I think it was LA, or was it New York?
It was one of the two. It was a major city.
Yeah, pretty cool though. I mean, not cool, but
no, right.
The whole legend part is kind of cool.
Yeah. Yep. Jeff says Navajo Joe is excellent. Burt was absolutely wrong. Yep, Burt's wrong about that one. He checked out 100 Rifles too. I still need to check that one out for sure.
Yeah, Sam Whiskey is another one that's kind of volleyball.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, my next one, also on this Most Wanted Westerns back, and this really surprised me. Now, it turned out I got to the end of this, and I was like, wait a minute. I saw the end of this at my friend Kenny's house, not our Kenny. No, my friend Chris's house. When I was in middle school, I went over there to sleep over and watch Caddyshack. That's the reason why I went over because I wasn't allowed to watch it. So I went to his house to watch it. So we turned on HBO like 20 minutes before it started, and I saw the end of this, and it didn't click until I saw it. But anyway, Mountain Men with Charlton Heston and Brian Keith, directed by Richard Lang. Unfortunately, this copy on here is not good. This one really needs an upgrade. Parts of it were very grainy. It was like off and on. And I think they messed with the aspect ratio or something I read on IMDb. But I guess, the problem is it's in the obscure category. So there's not like a motivation to do that. But parts of it were absolutely beautiful. I would love to see an upgraded version. I would actually buy an upgraded version of this for sure. But it's about 2 mountain men, and they get into a conflict with the, I think it's the Blackfeet. They're friendly with some Crow Indians, but they get into a conflict with the Blackfeet Indians, and it just goes totally back and forth. And it takes you totally into that mountain man mentality. These guys, been through hell and back. They can survive anything. They're just like addicted to the lifestyle, even though the beaver trade is like going away. They just won't admit it. And there's a rumor that there's a hidden valley where the beavers are still plentiful. And they go to see an old Indian played by Victor Jory, who they think is 110 years old or so. And he supposedly whispers the secret of this to Charlton Heston. And like Brian Keith keeps leaving and coming back. He keeps tagging along. And, he's the kind of friend, like you leave him behind. It's your fight, but then he shows up 10 minutes later.
Just in time to.
Yeah. It was really pretty good. Like the pacing was good. Like there would be an action scene, and then they would sit down at the campfire, and you would think, okay, now there's more dialogue. And then someone would jump out of the bushes on top of someone, and then it'll be another action scene. Like you never really could relax in this movie. And I know in the credits, they had a whole bunch of stunt people. There's lots of jumping off of horses and things like that. Good horse stunts. Then they had a separate stunt man just for the river scenes. You know, where they're almost getting close to getting sucked down a waterfall. The whitewater scenes, you know, because it was pretty intense. I mean, it really looked like they were in there, you know, getting jostled all over the place. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, that was kind of the like early to mid 70s where there was a lot of like man in the wilderness type movies coming out and stuff.
Like Death Hunt,
and like Jeremiah Johnson.
And reminded me of that too.
I was gonna say I think Richard Harris did like 2 or 3 of them. He did like was it a Man Called
Horse?
Man Called Horse, and then there's one that's cool. It's called Man in the Wilderness, and I think I covered it on my channel.
Oh yeah,
and it's actually really good. And and this movie you're talking about, I think I've only seen little bits of it. I think I need to watch it because I have that 4-pack that you're talking about.
Yeah,
the 4 DVD there. Yeah, I don't remember watching that.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. I mean, Brian Keith and Charlton Heston are very good, and Seymour Cassel is in it. There's some other people that are in it that you recognize. Seymour Cassel plays like a French trapper who's just like annoys the hell out of him, but sometimes they need each other, you know, for strength of numbers. You know, I think most of the native characters are played by non-natives, but you know, that was kind of, you know, I mean, I think they do a pretty good job. The bad guy, who I think is Blackfeet, he really gets obsessed with Charlton Heston. So it's kind of like Jeremiah Johnson, where they just don't stop. You know, they just keep coming after him. You know, so it was pretty good. I was really surprised by it. And Mayanne is here. Hello, Queen Mayanne. How are you?
Hello.
How about the White Fang films? Oh yeah, that's definitely a Man in the Wilderness. That's Man versus the Wilderness, like point blank. Yeah. All right, what do you got next, Mike?
Okay, next up, this is one I really like. I watch this. Gosh, I have to watch this a couple times a year. It's just so funny. It's got Jeff Bridges in it, and he is just he's such a dopey character that he's you wonder how he makes it through life day by day. He's such a dope. But this was I'm not sure if this is on anything else, but this is another Warner Archive DVD. This is a movie called Hearts of the West.
Okay.
Hearts of the West. And it's got Andy Griffith in it. Donald Pleasance is in it. Blythe Danner, Alan Arkin. Really good movie. It's funny. It starts out, he's like this guy in Iowa, this kind of dopey kid. He's writing he wants to be a movie writer. He wants to be a pulp novelist or something. So he's writing off to this college, and he's sending them money, and they're supposed to teach him how to write. And he's like, I keep sending money, and I don't hear nothing about it. It's like, I'm gonna go to Hollywood and find out what's going on. His family laughs at him because they know he's being scammed. So he ends up at this place, and it's like, there's no college. What is this? And he falls into, he keeps going to all these little things. He ends up on the run and ends up on stumbling onto a movie set during the early 30s of a Western. And that's where he meets Andy Griffith, where he's one of these old time cowboy actors who does all the stunts. And there's like this group of stunt guys and stuff. And they make these movies. They just keep turning them out, and they jump off something. And it's Andy Griffith's like this wise guy. He's like, you know, or wise person. He's been around. He's trying to teach Jeff everything. Jeff ends up being a stuntman, and it's just like a snowball. It just starts rolling, and he just keeps. It's really cool. It's really funny, and it's kind of got like a kind of an inside movie kind of.
Oh yeah.
Thing, like a tribute to early Westerns, 30s Westerns and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just hilarious, man. It's got some funny parts with like Alan Arkin and God, what's his name? Alex Rocco.
Okay.
You remember him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he dreams of being Zane Grey, which is another one of those famous, Western writers from back in the day. And it's really good. 1975, and I don't really hear much about it.
No, I'd never heard of it before. It's pretty interesting cast too.
Yeah, Hearts of the West.
Okay,
you can see that. But yeah, it's a good one. It's funny, man. I don't know. You just have to take my word for it on this one. It's crazy.
Okay, and Kenny says Hearts of the West was a short-lived TV series on BAC. Okay.
Oh,
ABC. He meant ABC. I was.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I was trying to figure it out. BAC. Okay.
BAC. What alcohol content?
Right. All right. This is why Jeff's still awake, because we were talking Westerns. Yeah, right. Exactly. It's been a Western day, man. Jeff had an unboxing earlier today, and I had a ranking video of all the movies in this set. And here I am with Mike talking about lesser known Westerns. Man, tell us what your favorite Western is, if you've seen any. Be interested to know. Okay, next. Here's the cover that looks kind of like the man. What's it called? The man who
the man that loved cat dancing.
That loved cat dancing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's almost the same, right? Mm-hmm. Valdez is Coming, starring Burt Lancaster, who's certainly, pretty big name in period, but also in Westerns. I just watched Vengeance Valley a couple weeks ago. That was pretty good. But Valdez is Coming, written by Elmore Leonard. And I've actually read a while ago, I read a few of his Westerns that have never been adapted into films. And yeah, his Westerns are really good. He also wrote Hombre with Paul Newman, which was turned into a movie with Paul Newman. But this one, man, this is really good. Burt Lancaster is so good. He plays a Mexican sheriff who is kind of like an assistant sheriff, deputy sheriff. He kind of patrols the Mexican part of town. He doesn't really walk around armed. And there's like this kind of landowner who has a new wife who's played by John Cipher. And in the beginning, there's a guy who's been accused of maybe something he did or didn't do. And Lancaster, Valdez, and this young kid played by Richard Jordan kind of go down there to sort of talk him out of it. And because this young kid is here, the guy ends up getting killed. Then Lancaster wants to get some money for his widow, who's a Native American. But this guy, Frank Tanner, is just a jerk. And there's good amount of racism in this all around, there's one scene where Lancaster's talking to him and he just walks away. I mean, they don't respect this guy at all. He's just an old Mexican guy. But he wants to get a collection together for this guy's widow, and he just keeps getting rebuffed. But he keeps coming. And eventually they do something pretty horrible to him. And they've done it before too, him and his little gang. And the guy, I don't know the name of the guy who was his second in command. He had this like wild hair. He was really good. That guy I was really familiar with.
I can think of it.
Yeah, but he was kind of vicious. And then Richard Jordan is kind of an interesting character because he kind of just wants to belong. So he kind of helps him at one point, but then he betrays him again. Mm-hmm. So anyway, he gets out of this predicament they put him in, and he basically just beats up one of Hector Elizondo is in this too.
That's right. Yeah,
Hector Elizondo, and he's like, "Tell them Valdez is coming." And he's like, that's it? Valdez is coming? He's like, yeah, that's it. And then they have a conflict, and it turns out he's got essentially like his own little armory. It says on the cover, they tore his body, they buried his pride, but they forgot his Sharps rifle and his buffalo gun. So he's got this Sharps rifle, or this buffalo gun at short range, is like just will absolutely blow you out of the saddle. And then the Sharps rifle, there's a scene where he's picking people off at long distance. It's awesome. Yeah. They just can't believe he's making these shots. And the one guy confronts him about it later, and they have a great conversation about it. So anyway, he starts coming after these guys, and he just won't stop. And somebody gets taken prisoner. Anyone that's around this guy by the end of the movie has completely changed. Now they respect the hell out of him because he's such a formidable guy. And it might not have like the most explosive, typical Western ending, because it's more like it's an Elmer Leonard story, so it's almost like more of a character study. But man, it's really good, and Lancaster's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I watched this recently. I got it on Blu-ray, and it's great, man. I mean, his Lancaster's performance is so solid.
Yeah.
And it's like he won't take no. He just stands up. He won't be moved.
Right.
He's gonna do this until he's just, like you said, he's just pushed to the very end, and it's like he's just like, I don't care. I'm gonna do this woman right, you know, and they messed with the wrong guy, man.
Yeah, they really did. He just
it's like they should have known better. Like, because the guy that's like just the crappy guy that's just not doing nothing for nobody, he should have. It's like he knew him, you know, knew of him. He's like,
yeah,
I guess he didn't know that side of
right.
Valdez or something. But yeah, it's a solid movie. It's a real crowd pleaser, and just gets you where you just want to go, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's mistreated so badly.
Yeah, I bet the book has some pretty good detail too about like the guns and all the little details. Because you know, Elmer Leonard never left Detroit, but he would have people do this crazy research for him. You know, and the dialogue is always so good. Jeff says we might like Banditos with Selma Hayek and Penelope Cruz. Oh, May might like it. May like it. Okay, May, because she said she doesn't know that much about westerns, but she's here to learn. Tough Gals Kicking Butt in the West, the Banditos. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I haven't seen that. I mean, that's a good suggestion, Jeff. I haven't seen that. And I think Mayan would also probably like The Quick and the Dead with Hackman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. Sharon Stone. And
Sharon
Leonardo.
Stone. Yeah. Russell Crowe, Leonardo DiCaprio, Keith David. I mean, that's a great cast. All right. Cool. All right. What do you got next?
Okay. Now, this is the John Wayne movie that, you know, if you're a John Wayne fan, you know this movie, but this movie just, I can't help it. It puts a smile on my face every time I watch it. It's like a comfort movie at this point. And it's not exactly my favorite John Wayne movie, but it's got to be top 5 for me. And the cast, and it's got a seriousness going through it, but it's got these scenes that it's just hilarious. And I don't know. It has to be seen to believe. It gets better every time you see it. It's just really good. And it's like John Wayne plays a different guy. He doesn't seem like he's ever played this kind of character in his movies before. But it's from 1944, and it's called Tall in the Saddle.
Oh, okay.
I may have mentioned this before.
Yeah,
I've always kind of recommended it. But, oh my gosh. Great cast. George or Gabby Hayes is in it. And he is just hilarious. There's a scene with him and this other like old coot that he meets at this way station, and they run into each other, and it's crazy. It's just so funny. It's got Ward Bond. He's in this one, and Ella Raines plays such a like little firecracker tomboy, just butt kicking woman. Like she's just. I don't know what to say. She's a tough chick, that's for sure. Like in the beginning, there's a scene where she's talking to John Wayne, and John Wayne's not having it. He just walks away from her, and she's shooting at him, and it's missing him. But he's like the whole time it's kind of on his face, and he's just like, oh shit. Right. But he's trying to be stoic, and he walks.
Yeah, right.
When he walks into the bar, he's just like, and then he deals with her so much, and then they finally become a team at some point. But I don't know, there's this weird attraction kind of thing going on with them, and it's really a good movie. I mean, John Wayne's been sent here to basically work for this guy on his ranch or something. He's already been paid in advance, and he comes out here. When he gets there, he ends up the guy's been murdered, or he's been killed, he's been murdered, something's, you know, nobody knows anything. So he starts kind of finding out some stuff, and kind of turns into a small mystery. But really, it's just these characters, man. They're just like, they're so good. I don't know. They're just so much fun in this movie that you just can't help to not like it. And if you watch this and you're just like, watch it again, because it's, I don't know, it has something to it that just really I don't know. I just love it. It's a great Western. I mean, it's a very satisfying Western, and it's fast paced. I don't think it stops for a minute.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, you've probably heard the name Tall in the Saddle before.
Yeah.
I think there's a song and stuff, but I mean, this was made during wartime for RKO, and but yeah, I guess maybe it was a semi B movie, but it's good. It's right before John Wayne really blew up.
Yeah.
I guess he was pretty big then, but
yeah,
you know, but yeah, a great movie.
Awesome.
I mean, yeah,
awesome pick. And Movie Tramp mentions Lyle Bettinger. I know the name is familiar, but I can't picture his face at the moment. He's been cropping up in a lot of Westerns that he's seen lately. He's a very good Western actor. And then he says, interesting titles, not seen a lot of those. Yeah. We're trying to pick some unusual ones. But
yeah. Lyle Bettinger always plays just an a-hole every movie.
Oh, okay.
He's just the guy you want to hate every movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Or at least I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, I like Walter Brennan in those movies. I also like Arthur Honeycutt. You know, he plays like kind of a fun old coot character. In a lot of things too. Yeah.
Have you seen the Tall T with Randolph Scott? He's in that as as the stagecoach driver.
Okay.
Also known as a mule skinner. That's what they called him back then because they would whip, the.
Oh, right. Okay.
Mule skinner.
Right.
But I do got that oddball James Garner movie I was talking about. It's funny that you mentioned him because I got this out just in case. It's called the Skin Game.
Okay.
And it's got him and Louis Gossett Jr. in it, and basically they kind of do what they did in the Tarantino movie, where they're kind of doing a scam, or even in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, where he acts like he's selling a slave, and Louis Gossett Jr. plays the slave, so he sells him off, he gets the money, and then he basically gets him. Rescues him, and they're working together, and they're both splitting the money, and then he sells them off to somebody else, and then he gets them, and he gets into all. It's a lot of fun, and they said that this was made into a short-lived TV series. And so,
oh wow!
But yeah, it's got Ed Asner, it's got Susan Clark, you might know her from Webster. It's Webster's mom in the TV show. But yeah, James Gardner is really good in this Skin Game. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I love Garner. That sounds awesome. And Jeff also mentions for Mayanne, Black Creek with Cynthia Rothrock. Of course, Jeff got to meet Cynthia Rothrock a couple months ago. That awesome experience. I've got Black Creek upstairs. I almost did watch it this week, but I just watched so many other things. But I definitely will be watching that soon.
Yeah, I'll write that down to watch that one.
Yeah. All right, my next one is kind of an unusual one. All right, this is really a Native American film. It's from the 70s. It does feature a combination of Native actors and American and British actors, actually, to be honest with you. I saw this in the movie theater, okay? And then I remember looking in the TV guide, and my dad was like flipping channels, and I said, Dad, why don't we watch this movie, Windwalker? It's Windwalker.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, oh, that sounds good. I'm like, Dad, we saw it in the theater. And he didn't remember, but we watched the whole thing again. It's got Trevor Howard, Nick Ramus, but then you also have James Remar is in this. Billy Drago is in this. And then you have some Native actors, Dusty Ironwing McCrae. And the American Anthropological Association says it's the #1 anthropological film of all time. Beating Dances with Wolves, Cheyenne Autumn, and A Man Called Horse. So I guess this release came out, later, but yeah. So I guess they think the Native parts are pretty good. I remember specifically, there's a scene when this guy is recalling his life. He has twins. And I remember when we got home, my dad was like, man, usually in movies when someone has a baby, it's like a 6-month-old, it's not really like a newborn. Mm-hmm. He's like, they look like newborns, like really like newborns. It was pretty realistic. Mm-hmm. But essentially it's an aging Cheyenne warrior, Windwalker, tells his life story, and he recounts his years as a young brave, his marriage, his birth of his twin sons, and then his battle against Crow warriors. And there is a supernatural element in this. So when they start talking about the Great Spirit, it actually turns out like things happen because of that. It was kind of surprising, you know. I was like, oh, it's like The Missing with Tommy Lee Jones, you know, where it's like, you know, quasi supernatural. So yeah, very underseen movie. I would call it a gem, pretty much.
I've heard of it, and I've heard of like it's really good and accurate and everything, but I don't know if I've seen it or not. Maybe I've seen it on TV, but I can't remember. But I'll definitely look that one up because I had heard of it. It's like from like, wasn't it like 1981 or 79 or
I think
somewhere?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in the 70s. Let me see. PG. Don't know. Doesn't say.
Yeah, it's something like that.
106 minutes.
Yeah. But see, in the 70s, they started being more accurate with like Native Americans having, you know, actors and stuff. And a lot of people like think, well, Dances with Wolves is so realistic, and it, you know, it is to a certain degree, but it wasn't the first movie that put some authentic Native American stuff in it. You know, it's been these other ones and stuff. But yeah, man, that's stumping me, man. I'm gonna have to look that one up because I can't remember if I've seen it though. Yeah. Definitely heard of it. I know the title.
Yeah, it's kind of like quaint, maybe the way they film some scenes. I just have this memory of like some scenes look kind of dreamy. It's almost like fuzzy around the edges, and I think it's supposed to be like that way. And then the action scenes are pretty good. It's not wall-to-wall action, but yeah, and Trevor Howard plays the old guy. He's famous British actor, you know.
Yeah.
But recalling everything. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, even Dance with Wolves, like Russell Means, who played Chingachgook in Last of the Mohicans, he did not like the way the natives were portrayed in that movie. You know, that they had to depend on Kevin Costner. So there's different opinions, you know. And even watching the Magnificent Seven sequels, I noticed they started to handle the way they incorporated the Mexican characters in the sequels seemed to be a little more, you know, it was more modern, kind of a more modern approach, you know. Yeah. So even though, you know, you can look back and go, oh, that's a little cringy, you can still see progress.
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, you start seeing that change in the 70s and stuff.
Yep, and Jeff mentions Little Big Man is another one, a really good one.
Oh, yeah.
With Native Americans in realistic way. Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say that, Jeff. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, now that was a favorite of my dad's. I remember him watching that on TV, and me kind of like thinking like, oh, I don't know if I should be watching all this, you know.
Yeah, it has some scenes.
Yeah.
He's like 100 and allegedly like 120 some years old, 30 years old or something like that.
Kind of similar. He's telling his life story and everything. Yeah, that's a good one. And
that's what made me think of that.
Yeah. And Mayan says one thing about Mr. Danny's going to show you movies you never heard of before because he's my movie teacher. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is they have it packaged here. Now I don't know what this is going to look like, but it's from Sterling. You know, I don't know who that is. Other Wilderness Family Classics now available on DVD and VHS. So this came out when they were still both, and they got like the Swiss Wilderness Family and Mountain Family Robinson and a documentary. So it was like a line of wilderness-oriented films. I guess is what they were pushing.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It was probably done as kind of an independent type made movie, not so much attached to a studio.
Yeah,
big studio or something.
Yep.
I did want to. I know in a couple of videos I've talked about. There's an eBay seller on eBay called his name is Otter Vomit. He goes by Otter Vomit.
Yeah.
But it's also HollywoodScrapHeap.com. Like you can go on there and stuff. I guess directly buy them. But he has the best collection of like 50s and 60s, and I think there's even some 40s westerns on there that you've never heard of. Like they're just so bizarre, like off, and they should be better known. and I always wondered, like, where does he get these copies at? There's such great copies to be basically bootlegs. You know, they're bootlegs.
Yeah.
But they look good. So I just have an assortment of different ones I bought over time, like Tension at Table Rock is a real good 50s movie. Apache Uprising from the 60s, which I think that has Rory Calhoun in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in that. And DeForest Kelly from Star Trek.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, here's a funny movie. I haven't watched this yet. Well, it's got a funny title, but it's got a lot of women from film noir movie people. It's called Outlaw Women.
Okay.
And it's got like Marie Windsor, which you've probably heard of her if you watch enough film noir. It's got a couple of other ones in there. I can't think of the other ones' name. They don't list them here. But yeah, it's a good site to go check out. And just if you're trying to find something interesting, like this is called Law of the Lawless with Dale Robertson. But it's also got Yvonne DiCarlo, you know, from the Monsters.
Oh yeah.
And this was William Bendick's last movie.
Oh, okay.
And also, I think this might be Lon Chaney Jr.'s last movie. I think. No, I think he did something after this. This was 64, but it's called.
Yeah, I think he made a couple movies in the 70s. Lon Chaney Jr.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got Lon Chaney Jr. in it. So there's all kinds of different ones, like From Hell to Texas. It's got a young Dennis Hopper, Chill Wills is in it.
Oh yeah, Chill Wills, another good old coot.
Yeah, and this movie I thought was really cool. Look this one up if you want to find a pretty good movie. It's filmed in like an early kind of a Technicolor from 1949. It's called Hellfire.
Hellfire?
Hellfire, yeah.
Okay.
And it's also got Marie Windsor in it. And Forrest Tucker. You may have heard of Forrest Tucker.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's interesting. It's got all these. I call them oddball because.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never really been disappointed in them. So the ones I picked. So yeah, there you go.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a good site. There's nothing like finding a good eBay store. You know, you have all kinds of crazy deals. I actually bid on some stuff, it was Sunday night, and I forgot. I do that all the freaking time. You know, the next day I'm like, all I had to do was go on there and probably, you know, type in like add a couple extra pennies to the bid. I probably would have got it. You know?
It's always that one guy. It's that one person that's waiting in the darkness.
Right.
They creep at the last minute. You're just like.
But I got enough. I got enough to watch, so I'm not. But,
yeah, me too. Yeah. I want to try to just watch stuff. I've got a couple of boxes of stuff I need to watch.
Yeah.
Make videos with. I got plenty of video material and stuff. Different genres, obviously. But yeah.
And Mike and a man is asking about your channel, and I'm going to change the banner. Hold on a sec. Let me change Mike's DVD and Blu-rays, man. Let me see.
Oh yeah,
that's the YouTube. But if you could type in Mike's DVD and Blu-rays, yeah.
Then they started doing that like a year or so ago or something like that. It's like mine's Old Movie Mike, and everybody's got their little handle at now. They got the at thing, but
they got a tiny.
Okay. Yeah, it may not be your channel name, but it's at.
Right. Yeah, it's at. Yeah, just some random numbers and things like that. Yeah. Definitely.
I got a lot of stuff on my channel. Just a lot of stuff, different stuff, not just Western stuff. But a lot of different things.
Yeah, I still need to see that one kung fu movie that you mentioned a while ago, The Fate of Lee Khan. I definitely need to check that out.
Oh yeah, that's a good one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Eureka Masters of Cinema put that out, but I'm not sure if it's all region or not. It might be region 2.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll get back to you. I'll double check on that one.
Okay.
Man, that's a great one, dude.
Yeah. I got some. Yeah, man, I got some kind of like kung fu, but also more like historical epics to watch. You know, I got like there's a set of 4 Chang Che films. One of them is Marco Polo. I forget what the other 3 are. But I mean, they're all like 2 hours plus. And then I just picked up one called The Beauty of Beauties, which is 2.5 hours. But, you know, those are movies I'm not going to start at 9 at night because
Yeah. See, that's what I do sometimes. I go to bed thinking, oh yeah, I can do this. And I start losing it about halfway through, and then I can't remember it and I gotta watch it again and stuff like that. But yeah, man, once I finally dug into some Shaw Brothers stuff and realized, oh my God, there's so much stuff.
So many.
They have so many movies. It's
so many. And, there's so many good ones. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, Ching Chi is like one of my favorite directors.
Oh yeah.
Shaw Brothers and other stuff, but I still haven't got part 4 of Shawscope yet.
Oh no, yeah. Now that one, of course, is different because it's a lot of fantasy,
like horror and fantasy.
Yeah, horror, fantasy stuff. I watched. I did watch the Oily Maniac. I was like, what the hell is this going to be about? It's pretty much about a guy that turns into a giant oily blob and gets revenge. Apparently it's from a Malaysian folk tale. So Shaw Brothers borrowed some Malaysian mythology, and there's a whole trilogy of films, Malaysian films, about this oily maniac. But it was so bizarre.
Wow,
it was so weird.
When I first heard of like Mighty Peking Man, I thought that was like that might be the craziest thing Shaw Brothers has, until I finally like, oh my God, there's some crazy stuff.
No, they got some crazier
but
ones.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, that's Mighty Peking Man on the I forget. I think that's on the first one. Maybe that's like the oddball on that one. Usually, each Shaw Brothers Shawscope set has had like one kind of oddball movie that's like a fantasy or something like that, and then they just came out with this thing, which is like just packed full of them, like Inframan, Battle Wizard. Look at Oily Maniac. What?
Yeah, I know. It's like. Every time I see that, it reminds me of was it Day of the Dead or not? Day of the Dead with the one guy.
Hex versus Witchcraft. Apparently, there's a whole series of Hex movies. Yeah, man. I mean, I've got a set. That one set that I did was going through around Halloween of 17 supernatural movies. Most of them are vampire movies. I thought that was pretty comprehensive. There's even more. I mean, there's some that go way. I've got a couple that even predate those, to go back into the 70s where they were, fighting vampires and things. And there's so many more.
Maybe they had a good what do you call it? Good. Everybody's wanting to like give us more oddball stuff. Maybe they're like having to turn out with that or response from it or something.
Yeah. Well, I think. There's probably some fans, some Shaw Brothers fans, some Kung Fu fans that are really just more into the Kung Fu. So I don't know.
I guess I would be more of a semi-purist, but I like a lot of the wuxia stuff. I like the wuxia. I think that has to be part of the pure Kung Fu also. Oh
yeah, definitely. It predated it, and there's some good Criterion releases. 88 films. The famous one.
88 films.
The one with I can't remember her name now. Because in the 60s, most of they were mostly heroines. They were mostly swordswomen films. And then in the 70s they kind of shifted more towards men. And Chang Che was, he was in the men, so he didn't he didn't have much time for female characters, so it kind of changed.
He had that kind of weird thing, but I don't know. It works. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, his films work. His films work. And
but I got a Mr. Vampire from Eureka. Put out,
okay.
But the first Mr. Vampire. Out. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's kind of odd. It's just funny and fantasy. It's escapism.
Yeah, no, that's like it's pretty much like a family comedy, family-oriented comedy, pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Some of every once in a while they slip in a joke, which is a little cringy, but because that's what they did back then. But
well, then Shout started putting out all those box sets of Shaw, big boxes. They put a bunch of them out already. It's like, oh man, I got to catch up on all this stuff.
Yeah.
So many stuff. It's like, good Lord.
Let's see. Movie Tramp says Mary Windsor, great actress. Saw Gun Glory a while back with Stuart Granger, good Western. Didn't know he made any Westerns. Oh, also saw Escort West with Victor Mature, average Western. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then Bronson was saying Lady Snowblood. No, this was I just can't remember it.
It wasn't Come Drink With Me, was it?
Come Drink With Me. There you go.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of. With Cheng Pei Pei. Cheng Pei Pei. That's what I was talking about.
She was huge. And that was a huge movie. Yeah. But Lady Snowblood is awesome too.
Yeah, Lady Snowblood's great too. Yeah, those are great too. I've gotten into all those as well. I've got the Zatoichi set from Criterion. It was like half. It was like half off. I was like, oh man, I gotta grab this now.
I love that set. I come back to that a lot. And one of my favorite one is what's the guy? Lone Wolf and Cub.
Lone
Wolf Cub movies. I love those.
Mm-hmm. Those are great. Yeah, the second Zatoichi movie has Wakayama in it as his brother, because they were actually real brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Zatoichi and the guy that played Zatoichi and the guy that played Ogami Ito were actually real brothers. I didn't know. That blew me away. I was like,
yeah, I found that out later and was like, wow.
When he showed up in the second,
there's one on there where it's what is it? Yojimbo versus Zatoichi.
Yep. Yeah, I can't wait to get to that one. And even Zatoichi versus the One-Armed Swordsman. Jimmy Wang Yu.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite kung fu, favorite Shaw brothers for sure of all time.
Yeah. I mean, they were doing some really awesome crossovers back then.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty wild, you know.
It really is, man. There's some good stuff.
Yeah.
There's also Hanzo the Razor. Those movies. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah. Those are good. Yeah. There's just so much, man. Yeah, I got the one. Let me grab this one real quick from Shout.
Yeah, they did those boxes. I think they're up to like 6 or 7 now or something.
You got the T. Lung and David Chang set, and these are all Chang Che films. So the three of them together, they call that the Iron Triangle, with Chang Che directing and David Chang and T. Lung starring. Okay. So there's 12 on here. Oh, wow. and none of these are on any of the Shawscope sets. And I had only had the one. Blood Brothers is the only one that I ever had or seen. So this was awesome to get, because sometimes they overlap, you know.
Yeah, I got Blood Brothers from Dragon Dynasty.
Yeah, that's what I had. Yeah. That's a great one. Mm-hmm. That would be good for anybody who's like, I'm not sure if I like kung fu movies. You know, we'll watch that one. That's a universal story, you know.
Yeah, it's like they've almost put out all of Chang Che's movies almost.
They really have
so many of them.
Yeah, and then yet they also had other directors that had like completely different styles who were like really good too. Mm-hmm. You know, Sun Chung, who would have these like crazy tracking shots with hundreds of extras, kind of like Kubrick or Sergio Leone. You know what I mean? Like, definitely is like a different style.
Yeah, they were amazing, man. Just, they did that without computer generated stuff. Yeah. Just all these people and the sets. And it's amazing. Amazing movies.
The outdoor sets, which are indoors, which would still look awesome. They even have the sun in the background. I mean,
it works. So
it did work. I love it. I think it's great.
Think about it. Let's think about it too long, but
no. And in some cases, maybe for some of those movies, the 4Ks aren't maybe the best, because you're zooming in on like hair pieces that you're seeing things that you wouldn't have picked up on if you were watching on TV back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I watched the 4K of Aliens, and it kind of gave up some of its effects and stuff. You can tell, like the spaceships with the ships and stuff. It was like, oh man, dial that down a little bit. You're showing your effects, That's,
okay, yeah.
Something like that. There's one scene, I think,
Yeah. And
Well,
Man
thanks for
says,
everything.
yeah, Man says she
Well,
used to
thank
watch
you.
kung fu movies with her uncle because they had no other choice because that's what was happening. Yeah, that's what. Well, I would watch them if I was allowed, and then eventually I had a TV in my own room, so Saturdays was Kung Fu Theater. I mean, that's never missed one.
Oh yeah.
And when this came out, when Five Deadly Venoms was on TV, that Monday in school, like every kid in middle school was talking about it.
Yeah, Five Deadly Venoms.
Yeah, because it was like a superhero movie combined with like a kung fu movie with the masks and everything. It's like we had never seen anything like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
super cool. Yeah, and then you got the cripple Avengers and stuff where they're all and stuff. That's pretty good. I mean, it's got an element of humor to it, but it's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, those movies are crazy.
Not quite a comedy. Yeah.
No, yeah, but they're so inventive though. There's like, yeah. Kenny says Kung Fu Theater was huge in our house. Yep. Yeah, we had that in Philadelphia for years. It was fun. Yep, definitely. And the cool thing is to go back and rewatch some of these movies that you saw on your little TV, at least I did back in the 70s, or for some people maybe later, that were dubbed and had not been restored. It's like kind of watching them for the first time when you see this treatment, you know, it's just
big difference. Yeah, big difference. I barely remember Kung Fu Theater. I think we kind of had something like that when I was probably like 6 or 7, 8. I remember it being on TV.
Yeah,
I can't remember what day. I want to say an afternoon, Saturday or Sunday or something came on or something.
Yeah, usually Saturday would be the day. Kung Fu Theater, Black Belt Theater. I like going on YouTube and finding all the different channel promos from around the country.
You know? Those are cool with the commercials sometimes.
Yeah.
Include it, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Kenny says, remember when someone would bring Chinese stars to school? Yes.
Oh yeah.
We would take the lids of like cans and then take some tin snips, I guess, and cut out like triangles and make a star. And I remember like we had some crazy kid in my neighborhood. He just, instead of throwing it like this, he just threw it like up in the air. And we were all like, and it came down and stuck in my roof.
Yeah, it's like falling razor blades.
Yeah, it was there for like a month.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then you know, there was a lot of times you would have like a friend who had an older brother who actually had like the real stuff. He would have like sai knives, and I remember I did have a friend whose older brother had some actual shurikens or throwing stars, and he was throwing them into cardboard boxes in the driveway and stuff. You know, everybody just thought it was the coolest thing. You know.
Yeah, I think one of my cousins had that. It's always kept like in their room, like
right. Ooh.
All secretly, like I got a weapon here. Of course, you got the guys that would have nunchucks and stuff. Those were pretty big.
Yep, nunchucks. Yep. Yeah.
It's got a dangerous weapon. Nunchucks.
Right. I wonder if did anyone ever like use any of that stuff to like repel a home invader? I mean,
I've never heard of
like the funniest
stories.
Thing. Yeah.
Seems like everybody didn't know how to use them anyway.
We didn't know. Nobody really knew. Everybody thought they were hot stuff, but nobody really knew.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good times. 70s were wild. Man, this was a lot of fun, Mike. I got to tell you, I think we gave each other a lot of good ideas as always, and hopefully gave some of our fans in the comments some good ideas. Oh, Kenny says they would come wrapped in black felt in a box. Yeah, right.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. It'd be like all mysterious. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was awesome. Yeah, there's just so many good ones out there, you know, as far as getting back to Westerns, you know, so many underseen ones. That Otter Vomit site is a great idea. Of course, there's always streaming. You can get good ideas from there and then, you know, purchase the ones that you want. Yeah. So. Yeah.
I mean, like you said, there's a bunch. Like I gave you those ideas about those books and stuff. You'd be surprised like how many movies were made, and a lot of them are really, really good, top cast. They're just don't see them really.
Right.
You know, people don't know about them.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I like. I like discovering like a movie oddball, and it's like, wow, that was really cool, you know.
Yeah.
And stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of cool. I had a good time, man. With just between me and you, we can trade some ideas off.
Definitely, absolutely. Yeah,
it's fun. That's what's fun about being a collector, I guess. You know, just finding these little diamonds in the rough, I guess. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and even like seeing like the stuff that like Jeff will pick up from Germany. You know what I mean? It's different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like really kind of like different than like what we get here. You know, and it's just you can't get everything yourself. So sometimes you got to live vicariously through other people a little bit. You know.
Yeah. Germany's got some great like media books. I have a couple handfuls of them.
Oh, you do?
They're awesome. Okay. Yeah, they're awesome. They're just a lot of things will be in German, like maybe special features, and you can't understand them because it's not subtitled. But they're always dubbed or have subtitles and stuff. But the packaging's always cool and stuff.
Yeah, it's like different. Yeah, man, the artwork on the Great Silence set that Jeff opened today, man, that's really good artwork, man.
Yeah, I haven't even dug into mine yet, but I think I might make a video too, and just maybe I'll show off some of it or something. I know everybody will do their video and stuff,
right?
But yeah, that's good. That's a good one to get.
Yeah,
even if you get the non 4K silence, but yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and Jeff says the discovery is the best part for sure, and he's added some more titles to seek out to his list. Thanks. Yep, awesome. No problem, Jeff. I've got
no problem.
I mean, I've got I've got a list of the 160 spaghetti westerns that you did. I've got them all in a document. So every time I watch one, I put a little asterisk next to it. So
yeah. When he did his list, I was like, oh man, I was writing them down. I was like, oh, wow, I gotta find this. You know, he's got some good ones.
So, oh yeah.
I guess they're rare to me because we can't really get them here.
Right.
Like, pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, once again, Mike, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thanks everybody for coming out. So just hang on for 1 sec, Mike.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Dan.
No problem.
Thanks.
All right.
Everybody stopping in there.
Yep. Good night, everybody.